If I would have known how to start a real estate investment business years ago, believe me, I would have done it. There is no greater way to build wealth, and if you want to start a real estate investment business, you're in the right place. Let's go. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 things you need to know if you're going to launch a real estate investment business. And by the way, it is a business. Most people treat real estate investing like a side hustle, and that's why it never grows. It's just a third income or kind of like a sidecar income, and it never grows to the level it could. Well, what I'm going to show you is how to actually turn real estate into a real business. Stick around to the end, and I'm going to share with you my biggest mistake in launching a real estate investment business so you don't make that mistake. It cost me thousands, and it doesn't have to cost you that. The very first thing in launching a real estate investment business is you need to decide what sector of real estate you're going to go after. One of the things that kills people early on is they go after every form of real estate. And then they turn on a podcast and it's like, oh, I should be flipping land. No, I should be doing tax leads. And they get absolutely saturated and they never make any progress because they get that whole paralysis by analysis idea. They're evaluating all the options that are out there. And the truth of the matter is, real estate can get overwhelming because there's so many ways to make money with it. So the thing you need to do is pick one specific strategy and do it over and over and over again till you build a system around it and you don't need to be there for you to still doing deals. Then you move to a new strategy. That's treating real estate like a business. See, treating real estate like a side hustle is you do everything, whatever opportunity comes. No. Treating it like a business is what we need to do to really make money. If I owned an HVAC company and somebody called me up and said, hey, would you lay our carpet in our living room? I would say no, because that's not what I do. In our company, we buy multifamily real estate. When somebody brings us a mobile home park, I push that off to one of my mobile home park investors, but that's not what I do. That's not my skill set. And here's the thing. If you want to treat it like a business, treat it like any business treats their business. They don't do everything. They do something. And it's the same in real estate. And there's 3 specific buckets of opportunity that real estate fits in. Wholesaling, fix and flips, and buy and hold. Wholesaling is where you buy a property and you just sell it fast to an investor and you just charge a fee for finding the deal and brokering that deal. Sometimes that fee can be $5,000. Sometimes that fee can be over $100,000. It depends on how much profit there is in the deal of the wholesale. You need to make sure there's enough meat on the bone for the next investor to make them want to buy it from you. And then there's the fix and flip world where you buy a property, you beautify it, you fix it up, and you sell it for more than you bought it for. These first 2 models are very attractive to investors because you get quick shots of big chunks of cash. And then there's the third category, my very favorite category, and the category I think everybody should aspire to, and that's the buy and hold category, where you buy a property and it pays you month after month after month, year after year after year. Now, under the buy and hold category, there's multiple assets that exist. You can do multifamily real estate, which is what my company focuses on. You can do retail real estate, storefronts. You can do office real estate. You can do mobile home parks. You can do storage units. You can do industrial. You can do a lot of different types of properties. You can even do single family homes. Buy them, hold them, and rent them out. The idea is that I'm buying a property and holding it for the cash flow and appreciation, not just for the quick shot of cash I can get. After you see those 3 options of investing in real estate, you just pick the one that fits what you truly want to do. The reason I like the buy and hold option is it creates passive cash flow. I'm at a point in my life where I only want things that create freedom and time where I can spend with my family and friends. I don't need another job, and I don't think you probably want one either. So investing in real estate that pays you over and over again is a great way to invest and build wealth. However, if you're just starting and you want some shots of cash in order to build your business, wholesaling and fixing and flipping is a great place to start. The next thing you need to choose is the market you're going to invest in. And by the way, the market you're going to invest in is highly dependent based on that strategy you choose of wholesaling, fixing and flipping, or buying and holding. You can wholesale and fix and flip in pretty much any market. But if you're going to buy and hold a property, you want to make sure that that area has people moving towards it and not an exodus from it. And after you finish this video, we also have a video on how to select the right markets. So make sure you also watch that video so you can understand what markets might fit your strategy. The third thing you're going to do is locate an investment business name. Because remember, we're not investing in real estate as a side hustle. We're building a business. And businesses have a business identity and business name. And let me tell you, when I launched a business of real estate investing, my real estate exploded. Because then people didn't see me as a guy who just did real estate every now and then. but as a full-time investor. Let me tell you, private investors especially love to invest with people that are full-time, and most of them will only invest with people that do this as their primary way of income because they're in it day to day and they truly understand the markets and they understand how to make money in it. When I launched my company and I put together a little website and a logo and a business name, it changed everything. It's like people saw me as a real company. And it doesn't take that much work and that much money to do that, and it doesn't even take any experience to create a website, share on your website what you do, what kind of real estate you invest in, so people can see who you are. But on that business name, on that website, in that identity, make the entire website and all your marketing about what type of strategy you invest in. Because here's the thing. What I've learned is I'm a multifamily real estate investor. When you go to our website, it's all about multifamily. In fact, multifamily is in our tagline. Our business name is Titanium Capital, the home for multifamily real estate investing. That's our company because that's what we invest in. But guess what? I've also invested in other asset classes. But here's the thing. People don't come into your world and see you have a retail option or an office investment or industrial and say, hey, I thought you were only multifamily investing. No. They don't do that. We hook them with multifamily. Once they get in, we place them on investments that would be good to make them money. But if you're everything to all people, often nobody comes in because when you're everything to everybody, you're nothing to nobody. But also a business name has a lended credibility. When you have a business name, you have more credibility. You've taken time to build it, and it tells your investors, listen, I'm an actual company. It really builds credibility without having to have a track record to do it. Before I go on to the last few tips, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you get access to all of our content on investing in real estate, building businesses, growing your wealth, and creating financial freedom. We love helping investors just like you build their investment portfolios. Let's get back to the content. The fourth thing you want to do is locate capital. You got to locate capital if you're going to build an investment business. And capital comes from two sources. It comes from banks, it comes from private people. So people are going to invest in your deals, banks are going to give you the majority of the money. That's the best way to build a real estate investment business. Now, if you're fixing and flipping properties, you usually can just use private money. They can buy those properties, fix them up, usually with a good chunk of cash, and you can sell those properties, and there's a percentage of equity that you both agree on. So you can just use private. With wholesaling, you don't even need any private capital. If you're going to do buy and hold properties, you're going to need to raise capital and leverage banks as well. So as you're building your investment portfolio, you need to decide and figure out what strategy am I going to use, because that will dictate the source of the capital. Because whether you're going to go with hard money, private money, or institutional money, or bank money, it will all be dictative of not only the strategy, but what you're seeking to build. If you want to start flipping 4 to 6 deals a month, or wholesaling 30 to 50 deals a month, then your capital needs are different. If you want to buy a multifamily property every month, you're going to have to raise a lot of capital. That's a lot of property to buy. So again, not only your strategy, but also your goals will dictate how much capital you need and where you need to get it. The fifth thing is start looking for deals. After you understand your capital, you know you need a business name, you know you need all this stuff, let's stop sitting around and let's go find some deals that are great deals to launch our investment career. Nothing will teach you more than simply doing it. I learned a lot of information before I started investing in real estate, and nothing taught me more than sitting at a closing table or sitting at a negotiation table or talking with brokers or asking investors for money. Nothing taught me more than actually doing it. So when you get done with this video, it's time to start searching for deals so you can get your first one or your next one under contract. I want to tell you about the biggest mistake I made early on in my investment career. The biggest mistake I made was I did not hire a property manager until I could afford one. And here's what this did. It cost me thousands of dollars. And why do you say thousands of dollars? I wasn't paying a manager. Should have saved me money, right? It didn't, because every time I was fixing a toilet, I couldn't be finding deals. It cost me thousands of dollars in opportunity cost. I would have been much better to take a little bit less revenue on each deal, hire a property manager to handle all of that, and every time I would have been called, I could be looking for deals and raising money and continuing to build my portfolio. Let me tell you, self-managing your property is a key sign that you're a sidecar investor. It's just a side hustle. When you hire a property manager and you never touch your properties, you're just acquiring and raising capital, that tells me you've built a real investment business. You want to build an investment business, you can't self-manage your properties, especially when you get successful after applying these tips. You're going to have too many properties to do that. But I also have a free gift for you today. I have a free 60-minute masterclass on how to invest in multifamily real estate. This free multifamily masterclass will help you learn how to find deals, find money, lock in deals, and start literally creating thousands of dollars in monthly cash flow. So go into the description, click that link. You can go to our free multifamily masterclass, watch that training. I'll see you there.